Hey, what's going on everyone? So in today's video, I'm just going to talk about some custom stickers that you can get, some different labels that you can get for maybe original Game Boy cartridges, or if you want Boxy Pixel cartridges. I'm just going to show you different shops, a couple different shops that I've personally used. That way you guys can get a feel if you just want to like shop around, play around, build your own cartridge essentially. You can use from prior videos that I mentioned, the pre-modded flashcards with a Boxy Pixel shell. You could buy these stickers. You can make your own game essentially. So this will just be a nice video on this, and let's get into it. But first, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you everyone for doing it. You guys are awesome. All right, let's go. Hey everyone. So here we are. I'm going to show you a couple of the stuff from Etsy where you can customize your Game Boy cartridge, your original Game Boy cartridge, or you can customize a Boxy Pixel cartridge. So I just wanted to give you a quick overlay. So one of the first ones, let's just go over the cartridges real quick. I did a previous video on it, so I won't spend too much time on it. I'll leave a link below for these cartridges in general. So here we have the Boxy Pixel aluminum metal Game Boy cartridge. Now they have different types. They have brass. Right now it's sold out. They go between, what is that, $18 to $20. Now they have different colors. So brass obviously is going to be a little heavier. Aluminum is not as heavy, but they both do feel really nice. Just word of caution, they do scratch on the back, so just something to be aware of. Now, like I mentioned, they have different colors, so it's pretty cool. Now, you could do something like, for example, here's blue. You can get a Pokemon Blue sticker there if you wanted to put your old Pokemon Blue game in there. Now, this won't work with repo carts because of the way the repo carts are set up. They're not the full carts. The screws are somewhere different. I've tested and tried out myself. You need to use something that has the same size as the original cartridge, the original game. Just keep that in mind. Now, the other issue I've seen is flash carts don't work unless you have the way to modify the carts themselves, because you need to cut out the parts for the SD card. But something like the EverDrive GBX7, you'll lose the capabilities of the push button unless you make some modifications for that. But all right, enough of that. Let's go over to our first Etsy shop to look at. So here we go. Here's this Matthewmods. This one's based out of Springfield, Illinois. So right away, you can already see he's selling himself. So this cost $18 to buy, and each of these, I believe this is $5 and $5. So you're looking at $28. He actually did a markup of about $10. But I guess he put the sticker on himself. So I don't know if you'd want to do that. You can just buy these separate yourselves. Now, he has many different types of stickers, and I would say they are very good stickers. And I'll show it to you as well. That way you guys can get a look for it. Now, he has different stickers across different types of consoles too, it looks like. This is new. He's got the 3DS one. Let's check out the 3DS real quick. So he's got all types of 3DS ones. That's pretty cool. If you look down the list, he's got obviously Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario Kart 7, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Moon, Sun, Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, XY, and unlisted games. Okay, and custom. So maybe you can actually have him make a custom game. That's pretty cool. If he had something like a R4 Gold, for example, that would be a cool thing to add there. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll consider it myself. So let's see what else we have. You have all the stickers. Now these are pretty cool because they do fade out over time, especially these are already old stuff. So that's something definitely to consider out there. I definitely recommend these stickers for the back of the Game Boy, since that has definitely aged. All right, you have Game Boy Advance holographic labels and Game Boy, or the regular Game Boy and Game Boy Color holographic labels. So it's like $6. And what else? There's one more thing. Yes, here we go. Here is the holographic Boxy Pixel cartridge label. So kind of going back to what I was saying before, you don't really have to buy this like this unless Boxy Pixel himself doesn't have it. But I guess maybe you'll be saving on shipping. That's actually probably where you'll save on shipping, even though I don't think that he's in charge that much. Now let's just go over here. Sorry, not this one. This one right here. This is the one that I got a couple of these already, and I'll talk about it. I also got one of his custom ones that I picked up from somebody else who used this same seller. Now, you can already tell he's got a whole bunch of stickers here. Now, this is good for the old games that maybe you pick up and the label is already like half faded. You know, it doesn't look as great. So something, it's good to, you know, make it look nice. You can tell already he's got a lot of stuff. With the back, I can't count how many stuff he's got here. But right away, you can do a custom from scratch, which I guess will help you design it. And your own design would be $8. So it's not a bad price. All right, so let's go over and we'll take it out. Look, see, this is one that I got right here. And I'll show it in a little bit. But you can tell he does some pretty good work. All right, now let's move on to my next one. Next one's going to be Gameduck. Now this one is based in the UK, so it might take a while, but he's also been backed up, so it might take some time on top of that. Now he does some other stuff which is pretty cool too. He'll do the box work. So I'll showcase this one. I picked up this one when I picked up the stickers because I like Pokemon Prism, and I personally like having these games on a separate cart, just the way I am. I like flashcards as well, but sometimes it's just nice to have them on an individual cart itself. Now this one has a full holographic box and cartridge, which is pretty cool. He pretty much pimps out the cartridge itself. Just give you a quick look. It really is nice. Like, I've started playing it. It is like this one review says, it's worth it. Now he charges right now, I think it's on sale, $25 right now. Just for the game itself. If you want the complete set, it's $35. So almost kind of like what an original game would cost. Now, you're not buying the game itself. You're buying the box. You're buying the cartridge, the label, that kind of stuff. Because he doesn't have permission to really, you know, sell it like that. But let's go back to his cart, to his shop. So he sells other stuff too. You'll see the Pokemon Red Deluxe DX. This is the colorization of Pokemon Red. They made it from the gold and silver. So it has those sprites and that Pokedex and everything. The Orange Islands. This is interesting. I haven't played this one for the Game Boy Advance. I played the Game Boy Color version. And I've talked about it too. Green English translation. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, what's this one? There's a Pokemon Yellow Deluxe as well. Fan-made game. What's this one say? I've never seen this one. So the game is hacked of it's just an enhanced Pokemon Yellow. That's pretty cool. Interesting. I might check this out myself. Cool. So back to his shop. He also does custom labels as well, and that's one of the ones I'm going to show as well because I got 3 custom labels from his shop to try out. So just to take a look. This is kind of the stuff that he's done. Look, there's a Last of Us Part 2 label. So that's pretty cool. So he's done some good work. And I do like his work. So I definitely want to give him a shout out. And I'll include his Etsy page and he wanted me to include his IG page, his Instagram page as well. So I'll include that in the link below. He has already pre-made cards if you guys just want something like that. That's cool. He's got a Pokemon Center sticker. He already has some other labels as well from different ones. Yeah, he's definitely got some good stuff here. The Pokemon Red alternative art. What else we have? And here we go. Yeah, Pokemon Blue. So this is definitely a pretty cool Etsy shop to look at. I definitely recommend it. Now, one last thing I want to talk to you guys about. I saw pretty cool. Last time I did a video on this. This is where you can get pre-modded flash cartridges where you can pretty much put your own in one individual game on this, Now, one thing to note real quick would be that you can, oh, it's 0 in stock. Unfortunately, it looks like he's out of stock of it now. Is it? I'm not too sure. But I heard that he had in stock the Japanese Pokemon Crystal, which is pretty cool. So if you like Clear Crystal, for example, the Japanese version is pretty cool in my opinion, because you can get, and the back of it has Suicune's crest. So I'll just show you real quick. So this is how it looked, the back of the Japanese one. I wish that this was an English one. They just kind of left us out on that one. But all right, so that was just pretty much the last thing I just wanted to show you all. Now let's just move over to me showing you the actual items themselves, since that's what you guys are here for. All right, so let's go on with the video. All right, so now that I've shown everybody the websites, the different Etsy stores, let's just go over real quick. Let's just talk about Matthewmod. All right, so we're gonna start with him. I have a couple right here I just want to show you guys. Now, here you go. Here's one. This is the holographic, as you can tell. It's a nice holographic color. Now, this is the top part that I mentioned. This is the Game Boy label up here, and this is the cartridge label right here. Now, this one was done by another user, and that he created the artwork. I just asked if I could pretty much buy it from him, so I bought it from him. But he used Matthewmods to have it made in this holographic label, and it looks really nice. This one particularly is a flashable cartridge, but he uses his on an EverDrive, which is also a great alternative if you guys want to do that, or replace the EverDrive cartridge with something like this. My personal opinion, looks really nice. Now, this one is going to be like my flashable cartridge that I just throw random games in. I just switch it up here and there. So that's why I did it with this one. Now, here's another one that looks really nice in my opinion. This was one that he already had for sale. It wasn't a custom one. He took the original Pokemon Yellow and made a holographic. It looks really nice on the brass Boxy Pixel cartridge. You can tell I also use his label up here. Now, this is really good quality. I really like the holographic. You just, I mean, it's hard to see on a camera, but it really does look nice. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm just going to talk about, let's go over to Gameduck from the UK. Now, I got a couple of his. You know what, first let's start with my own little screen here. So let's just let's quit the game. Now, I created this one on Game Studios, and I used an old repo game that I had, and I had him make a label for it. Now, this is the label I use. It's pretty much the same as what it plays on. Now, it's pretty cool if you look at it. He put Casa here, made in Japan, on this side out. Now, he could have fit the whole thing because of the way the layout was. It's too long, but he fit perfectly the Casa Verde, which is pretty much what I wanted. And Gameduck, he was very generous. I didn't let him know I was making a video about this till I already received the products, and he was nice enough to include 2 labels per order that I did. So he did that one for me. Now, he did this one for me as well. This is Pokemon DX. Right now I have the colorization of Pokemon Red here. So this is a pretty cool game. This is the Boxy Pixel cartridge, just like the brass one, but this is aluminum. And here, this is the Matthewmods label on top, as you can tell here. Just get a closer look. I tried to get the pretty much like a shiny Charizard setup here. This is pretty cool. He did a really good job. Looks like maybe the French version. Not 100% sure, but this is Pokemon DX, Pokemon Red. Now I gotta say, he really did a nice job on it, on the label here. Now let's go over to the next one that I had him do. So here, I wanted to put Crystal Clear in this one, so he was good enough to add Crystal Clear version right here in the bottom. Okay. He also made it, the stars is what I originally wanted. I wanted to look more like a shiny Suicune, kind of like the red version on it. And it came out really good. It's holographic. Now it's not it's holographic. Here is the Matthewmods custom one, just to get a kind of comparison. Let's compare also to this one here. They both look really good. It's kind of hard to tell which one is better than the other, to be completely honest. They both look really, really good. So this one now has crystal clear version, and this one I'm definitely not going to be switching out anytime soon. I like the way this one looks. It looks really good, man. And like I mentioned, it's nice enough that he was able to include 2 of these. So it's good for anybody. If you make a mistake, you just try again, essentially. You know, they're not that expensive. The custom ones was $5. You don't gotta pay shipping. It is cheaper than the Matthewmods custom one. The Matthewmods custom is $10 if you want to start from scratch. $8 if you're willing to do some of the customizations on your own. Now, the difference is he's coming from the UK. It's a little slower to get over to the States, but if you're in Europe, then this is probably an even better bet for you. But he's a little bit backed up. He gets plenty of work, but he said the more work, the better. So, hey, I have to give him a shout out. He did a really nice job on these labels. Now, like I mentioned when I reviewed his website, here is the Pokemon Prism one. Now, you can tell, I think there's some kind of spray paint on it, but it's really good, in my opinion. The whole thing does glitter. Take a look at the back. Now he used an original cartridge. You can tell by the... Wait, no, this is not original. I'm sorry. Looks like actually is more of a repo. Yeah. So this is a repo one. It's not an original. So you can tell by the way this is set up here. You see this? So an original cartridge, these screws would be on the bottom. These screws are more on the top, which probably shows me that this is probably more like this cartridge here. But still, nevertheless, this looks really good. I like it personally, and I've played it so far. The game runs perfectly fine. I don't have any issues with it. You can tell right here, you can look more into it. But it does work very well with no issues. Look at that. That does have a nice shine to it. Yeah, it really does. All right, so here's my video for the custom labels, some of the repo carts. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks to everyone who's done so far. All right, everyone, have a good one.